freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game is so important, to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never make it no. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook. Big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bad. Oh God. Let her cook. All this sauce I'm trying.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at PSM Sports.
Welcome to SummitCitySports.com. We are live here from Zollner Stadium here at the campus of Concordia High School for tonight's SAC matchup between the Northrop Bruins taking on the Concordia Cadets. A North on play-by-play here tonight from Concordia High School. Aaron Farley on camera tonight. Glad to have you join us on this hot Friday night, as these two teams are looking to battle it out in an SAC showdown tonight. Northrop's looking to continue a historic start, while Concordia seeks its first win on the year. The Bruins are 3-1 coming into tonight, and the Cadets are 0-4, looking for their first win of the season. After a historic 3-0 start, for their first since 1983, the Bruins have suffered their first loss last week at Homestead, 36-42. Bruins were down 19-7 at the half and worked their way up to a 36-33 lead early in the fourth quarter, but Northrop's 448 yards of offense was not enough, as Homestead was able to force the game to overtime and pull out the victory 42-36. Coach Brown said last week's overtime loss to Homestead was tough, but our guys responded in the right way. They came back to work hard, work hungry, focused, and determined to keep their historic season on track, Northrop coach Quentin Brown said. The Bruins are led by senior cornerback David Callison, who went 24-48 last week with 330 yards passing and 3 touchdowns. On the year, Callison is 68 of 98 completion-wise with 1,072 passing yards and 10 touchdowns. One of Callison's favorite targets is Jaquadian Guilford. Quay Guilford, a 4-star recruit for Ohio State, leads the team with 321 yards receiving on 12 receptions, with 6 of those being touchdowns. Coach Bowen on Guilford, having a playmaker like Guilford on our program is huge. His size, ability to stretch the field, and leadership in the locker room helps elevate everyone around him, Coach Bowen said. Defensively, the Bruins are led by senior D. Hogue and Cornelius Jackson. Hogue, a transfer from Bishop Luers who made it to state last year, lead the team with 36 tackles and 2 forced fumbles as a defensive back. Jackson has 31 tackles on the year, with 11 of those being tackles for losses, 3 sacks by a defensive lineman, and 3 sacks as a defensive lineman. The Bruins are looking to go 4-1 for the first time since 2003 as the Northrop Bruins run onto the field here at Concordia. Meanwhile, for the Concordia Cadets, they come into Week 5 on a 12-game losing streak that dates back to August 30th, 2024, when they last beat Eastbrook 35-14. But ever since then, it's been a struggle for the Cadets. This season, the Cadets are averaging 16 points a game and have not held a team to fewer than 48 points a game. Concordia lost to Northside last week 14-49. The Concordia defense struggled to contain the Legends offense, giving 478 yards of offense and letting Northside quarterback Jaden Rivers throw for 6 touchdowns, 5 of those which went to Malik Moore, who had 165 yards receiving. The offense also struggled to get going, didn't score until the end of the second quarter, and by that point it was too little too late. Coach Manigal said that we continue to work hard and getting better and doing our best each week. The SAC schedule is a lot for us, and sometimes the final score isn't quite indicative of the type of performance we've played that night. Northrop's another good team and a long line of good teams that we will face. The Cadets are led by junior quarterback Eli Trent. Trent has struggled to pass the ball all year, going 26-83 with 360 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions. However, it has been the running the ball that's been most effective for Trent. He leads the Cadets in rushing with 51 carries for 360 yards and 4 rushing touchdowns. Trent has a couple playmakers he likes to go to on the offensive end. Wide receiver Michael Huntley and Caleb Geiger are Trent's primary targets. Henley, a sophomore, leads the all receivers with 13 receptions and 205 yards receiving with 2 touchdowns. Geiger is a junior, has 8 receptions for 124 yards and 1 touchdown. Sophomore Abe Salway is the primary running back for the Cadets. And on the year, he has 123 yards rushing on 37 carries and 2 touchdowns. Grant Allman, the Cadet senior, leads the Concordia defense with 27 tackles, and 2 of those being tackles for loss. He is one of the lone seniors on the Concordia roster, with 6 of the 22 starters being seniors. And this is the first time these teams have met since 2022, when Concordia defeated Northrop 24-17 in overtime. Northrop comes in here, the heavy favorite. John Harrell has the prediction of Northrop winning 45-21. And this series in the last 40 years is tied at 15-15. So the winner of this game will take advantage, will take the lead in the all-time series. And I mentioned the coaches. Coaches Quentin Bowen is 7-27 in his 4th year at Northrop. He's looking to double his previous win total from his last couple seasons here at Northrop with a win here tonight. Tim Manigal is 65-97 in his 15th year here at Concordia. Let's take this time now to thank some of our sponsors that make these broadcasts possible here on SummitCitySports.com. Big Eye Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Like their Facebook page for updated promotions. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. Tom Steel Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They'll help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services. At Ottenweiler Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process. From bid to build, visit OttenweilerContracting.com. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area. From ages 5 to 18, our players are equipped with elite level skills and a foundation of life skills. Jump on board. Together we can reach the summit. Jolly Law Firm is the area's best criminal defense firm, helping to defend the accused from the government. Whether you're facing an OWI or any other criminal accusation, Jolly Law Firm is your answer. Sikoa Cleaning and Restoration, providing top-notch commercial cleaning services, including janitorial, water damage, and state-of-the-art disinfecting services throughout Northeast Indiana. All 9-degree programs at the University of St. Francis are built for convenience and flexibility. Most degrees can be completed in less than 12 months. Visit online.sf.edu to learn more. Specialists in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration. Visit tjwindustrial.com. The 12,000 Hoosier men and women with Labor's District Council and affiliated local unions that build Indiana. We are LIUNA. Earn your edge this season. Parkview Sports Medicine Edge Trading Program maximizes your performance to help you reach your goals and get you to the next level. Visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com/edge to schedule your free consultation. And tonight's broadcast brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on X at 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're about ready to kick things off here from Zollner Stadium, as it looks like the Northrop Bruins will receive the first half, while the Cadets will defer to the second half. Thank you for joining us on this beautiful Friday night action in the city of Fort Wayne. Kicking off for the Bruins, number 4, Abe Salway is doing the kicking duties. As the Bruins have number 3 deep. That's D. Hogue. Whistle is in the air, and we are underway from Concordia High School, and an onside kick gets going immediately, and the Cadets recover it. Look at that. The Cadets getting gutsy there, and they're able to take advantage of them on the onside kick, catching Northrop lacking, and that will allow Concordia to start the game with the possession at the 50-yard line. Wowzer. What a play by Concordia. That's probably why they had Salway on the field, was to try to get that onside kick. They wanted, as Northrop was not ready for that decision. That will bring out this Concordia offense led by quarterback Eli Trent. Trent's got 2 to his far side and 1 to the near side with his running back Abe Salway in the backfield. And a little confusion offensively here, as Henley has to come off to the sideline. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line for the Cadets after the onside kick. Trent takes the snap, goes to the left side, pitches it off to Salway. Salway tries to get to the line to gain, but nowhere to go. Number 1 is going to be on the tackle. That's Elijah Collins for the Bruins. He's a 5'10", 160-pound senior for Northrop. Bring up a 2nd and 13 now for Concordia. Northrop, tough loss last week to Homestead after what looked like would have been a big game for them. But a couple mistakes late allowed Homestead to pull ahead. The defense did have a big goal line stand last week to force the game to overtime. Trent passes it, finds his target, and gets to the line again. That is number 0. That's number 9 on the catch. Biden Paulin. Actually, no, I was number 8 on the catch. Caleb Geiger with the catch. It'll be now 3rd and 8 coming up for the Cadets here. Trent with two running backs in the backfield almost got, and he does get a Bruin a jump there. That'll be a neutral zone infraction. That will push the Cadets up 5 yards. So instead of a 3rd and about 9, it'll bring up a 3rd and 4 for Concordia. Trent last week, 200 yards of offense last week for the Cadets in their loss to Northside. Trent takes the snap, hands it off to Salway. Salway gets a couple, but is only able to get back to the line of scrimmage, and then that'll bring up 4th down for Concordia. So big 4th down here for the Cadets. We'll see if they decide to go for it here. It looks like the offense is staying out on the field. Now, I did see something to note for the Concordia defense. Senior Grant Allman out for the game. He was in shorts with his jersey while he was in the captain's meeting. So the Cadets defense is without one of their key players there. So big 4th and 4 here for the Cadets. Trent drops back. He's looking for his target. Has a man, but it's almost intercepted by number 27 for the Bruins. That was Anthony Harris, almost with the interception. Had a lot of room, and if he would have picked that cleanly, probably could have taken it to the house. But instead, it'll be a turnover on downs, and the Bruins will come out onto the field for the first time tonight. They're led by quarterback David Callison. He's in the middle of a pretty good senior season. The 5'11", 170-pound quarterback last week against Homestead was 24 of 42, 350 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. And you'll have to watch the guy in the middle of the trips to the near side here, Quay Guilford, the Ohio State commit. Callison drops back, gets pressure, throws the ball, has Guilford there, incomplete, that was almost intercepted there by Denzel Barr. Had Guilford not gotten a hand on it there. He was looking for Callison was looking for Guilford there as he was crossing the field. That'll bring up a 2nd and 10 now for the Bruins. Maddox Wheel has also been a big target for the Bruins, having 310 yards receiving. Callison's going to keep it himself on the read options. Got plenty of room. Gets by a couple defenders, and he's got plenty of it. And he'll go out of bounds at around the 27-yard line after getting pushed out by a Cadet. So a big carry there for Callison to start the drive offensively for the Bruins. So I'll bring up a 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. Callison's got 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. With running back Kobe Reese in the backfield. Quick pass to Guilford. Guilford tried getting around a couple of Concordia defenders there. Picks up a good about 6 yards there to bring up a 2nd and 4. Concordia wearing white jerseys with orange helmets with the gray pants, while the Cadets maroon helmets, white pants, gray unis. Guilford will send the trips to the far side with Wheel to the near side. Callison steps up. There's a flag on the play. Might be a hold. Gets it to his running back, Kobe Reese, and Kobe Reese works his way into the end zone for the touchdown, but this might be coming back. We'll have to check what the flag is, but I can tell it's going to be a holding call. Actually, the official signaling a false start. I don't know why that play wasn't blown dead then. So false start on the Bruins. That'll push them back 5 yards, and it'll bring a 2nd and 10 for the Bruins. Again, this Northrop team's been pretty good offensively. Last week put up 36 points against Homestead. First week against New Haven, week 1, 41 points. Huntington North put up 31, and then against Northside, 25 points. So this team can definitely score, and against a rocky Concordia defense who's given up about 47 points a game, be ready to see the scoreboard light up if you're a Northrop fan. Callison takes the snap, hands it off to Reese. He gets wrapped up immediately, but breaks a few tackles, and he is going to get in the end zone for the touchdown. Kobe Reese turns what looks like into a loss into a touchdown there. 27-yard touchdown run for Kobe Reese. After it looked like Gage Thompson was on him there, and he could not do anything with it. On to attempt the extra point is Paysoon for the Bruins. Gotta love a good lefty kicker here. Snap is on its way, up and good. Soon hits the extra point, and Northrop takes a 7-0 lead here early on Concordia with about 8:28 left here in the first. We'll take a break and be back for more action here on SummitCitySports.com.
For watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
So after a onside kick by Concordia fools the Bruins kickoff team, Cadets get the ball, but the Bruins defense forces a 3-and-out, and the Bruins end up taking it 50 yards to the end zone for a touchdown after a 27-yard Kobe Reese touchdown. We'll take a look at that on the the Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay here in a second, as Hoon is going to be kicking the ball, or Soon's going to be kicking the ball away. Kick is off and deep, and that will go to the back of the end zone for a touchback. Let's take a look at that replay again on the Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning of Kobe Reese. Here on the Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay, it looked like he was going to be stuffed by Gage Thompson, but Reese just kept going, breaks the tackle, and gets into the end zone. If you're Concordia, you want to have those tackles. You cannot afford to give up points like that against this good Northrop team, who's definitely going to be competing in the SAC. Unfortunately, they're in the A division, which has Dwenger, Homestead, Snyder, and Carroll in it. 5 really good teams, and a loss last week to Homestead won't help their case. But Homestead and Dwenger play tonight. That'll be an interesting game to watch in SAC action. Trent takes the snap. He gets wrapped and handed off to Salway. Wrapped up immediately by number 33, Cornelius Jackson, for the Bruins, one of the Bruins' lead defenders. Be a loss of yards, bring up a 2nd and 13 now for the Cadets. Interesting stat for Noah Trent coming into tonight. 360 yards passing and then 360 yards rushing. Don't know if you'll see that very often for a player having the same amount of passing and rushing yards in a game or in a season. Anyways, it brings up a 2nd and 13 for Concordia. Trent with 2 running backs in the backfield. Takes the snap, drops back. He's looking for a target. He's going to step up and try to scramble out of it. He'll maybe pick up 1, get back to the original line of scrimmage, it looks like. But bring up a big 3rd down now for the Cadets. This has been the problem all year for the Cadets. They've struggled to get anything going offensively. And it has to do with being a young Concordia team. Only 6 seniors on the entire 6 of the 22 guys on the starters are seniors. So this is a young team that Coach Manigault hopes to build up for down the road. And again, they're playing a tough SAC schedule against some really good teams here in the Fort Wayne area. Be 3rd and 10 now for the Cadets. Trent in the shotgun formation. He'll take the snap. He'll roll right, has some room, and finds his man. That is caught by Caleb Geiger. And nice pickup there for the Cadets will give them the 1st down. Geiger is one of Trent's favorite targets. Geiger on the year, that was his 9th reception. Had 124 yards coming into tonight with 1 touchdown. You'll see him throw a lot to Mike Henley, and Caleb Geiger are his 2 favorite targets. You'll occasionally see a dish off to Abe Salloway and Biden Paulin as well. It'll bring up 1st and 10 here. If the Cadets can get the pass game going, it might allow Noah Trent to be able to run the ball more. Trent rolls left this time, has his Geiger again. Actually, no, that's Bryson Kelly there. Just threw it out of his reach for an incompletion. Bring up a 2nd and 10 now. Kelly only 4 receptions on the year. He's looking to get going as Concordia's 3rd receiver there. Yeah, some big matchups going on around the area. Check SummitCitySports.com for all of our games that we're doing. Oh, and there's going to be another neutral zone infraction for the Bruins. I believe that was Cornelius Jackson jumping there. Good hard count there by Trent. Leo East Noble, I believe, is a good one. Is our game of the week, so that should be a good matchup in the NE8. And then going on the SAC tonight, Carroll at Snyder, Northside at Lures. Southside at Wayne, and then Homestead at Dwenger. All very good games. 3 of those. The only game we're not on Summit City Sports is Homestead Dwenger. Be sure to check out Southside Wayne, Northside at Lures, or Carroll at Snyder as well. So now 2nd and 5 here for the Cadets. Trent sends a man in motion. He's going to do a quick jet touch pass to Bryson Kelly, but gets wrapped up immediately by the Northrop defense. That is number 27 on the tackle for the Bruins. That would be Anthony Harris. He almost had an interception earlier in this ball game. So that'll make it a 3rd and 12. So Northrop blowing up Concordia's offense there. Brings up another 3rd and long for the Cadets. Trent takes the snap, drops back, faces some pressure, and he's going to get wrapped up immediately. The ball's not loose, and it is going to be a fumble. Look at that. Nice pressure there by Tristan Carpenter to get Trent on the ground. Actually, they're going to they'll roll him down, but Tristan Carpenter with the sack. What a huge wrap up there by the Northrop defense. Bring up 4th and down, 4th and long, really long now for Concordia. Now you might see the offense is still on the field. Concordia likes to do this a little quick punt with Trent, and I wouldn't be surprised to see one here. Trent's got 15 punts on the year, 579 yards, with his long being 36 yards. Nice high punt there. It's going to be picked up there by number 10 for Northrop. He's going to run it out That's Davian Surrey, who brings it out to about the 47-yard line before getting wrapped up by a couple cadets. And that's where the Bruins will start the ball for their second possession of the ball game. Bring up 1st and 10 now for the Bruins. Northrop had a quick drive last time. I think it was like 5 plays. Ended with a 27-yard rushing touchdown by running back Kobe Reese. That was Reese's second touchdown on the year. Only had one coming into tonight. Actually, Quay Guilford has 3 rushing touchdowns for the Bruins. Leads the Bruins rushing-wise. Callison rolls left, has a man, and finds Quay Guilford there for the first down. Left him wide open. The Cadets did, and I think they're going to be playing a zone for most of the night. But if Quay Guilford gets open, you know Callison's going to try to target him. Guilford is 6 foot, 395-pound senior, again committed to the Ohio State. As Callison drops back, has a deep ball. That's Quay Guilford, and it was through the hands. Actually, that was not Quay Guilford. It's going to be pass interference. Actually, it was Quay Guilford. Quay Guilford is going to get called for pass interference there after I believe that was Abe Salloway on coverage there for the Cadets. Or they're going to call, looks like a hold maybe? We'll see what the actual call is, as the officials are going to have a discussion here. But one-on-one coverage for Callison finding Guilford there. Good decision. It is going to be a hold. It's going to be a holding on Concordia, so that's going to be a 10-yard penalty versus a 15-yard penalty. But I bring up a new set of downs for Northrop as they're trying to get back in the red zone for the second time tonight. They're on the 25-yard line now. Quay Guilford on the outside here, outside to the near side, as they have 2 receivers to the far. Maddox-Well, far side. Anthony Barnes also to the far side. And then Quay Guilford and Jackson Robinson here in the near. Callison looking for a quick pass. Tried finding Robinson there. Instead finds his man Guilford. Guilford is going to get the first down and get to the 10-yard line. So now it'll be 1st and 10 from the 10-yard line. So again, Northrop marching down the field. Northrop playing quick here. As Callison, shotgun formation, looking for a man, has one there, and that is going to be caught by Quay Guilford for the touchdown. Nice find there by Callison, finding Guilford in the back in the corner of the end zone, as Northrop takes a 13-0 lead with 4:42 left here in the first. Paysoon on to attempt the extra point for the Bruins. Soon's been a pretty reliable kicker. He's actually 10 for 15 extra point from extra points on the line. Hasn't had any field goal attempts at all. Snap is a little wobbly and tried recovering it. It's going to be no good. So that will make it 13-0. Northrop leads Concordia. We'll take a break and be back here on SummitCitySports.com. Okay.
SM Sports Therapy. Recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
Welcome back to SummitCitySports.com. Northrop has a 13-0 lead on Concordia here with 4:42 here left in the first quarter. Northrop's offense has looked pretty good so far. Very efficient, as I'd like to say, against this Concordia defense, who's missing a key player for them defensively. Grant Allman was seen wearing shorts and a jersey. That's a big loss for the Cadets defense, especially one that is very young. As other than Allman defensively, only one other senior, and that's Gage Thompson. So soon, back out for the Bruins to kick off, as the Cadets have number 6, Bryson Kelly, back deep, and I believe Abe Salloway as well. Soon kicks it deep and rolls into the end zone for a touchback. So the Cadets are going to start with it at their own 25-yard line. And the Cadets offense comes on the field. They had a 2nd and 4, but a couple plays sent them backwards. There was a jet touch pass that Northrop blew up immediately, and then a sack, I believe, that ended their last drive. So we'll see if Concordia is able to get something going. Trent did have a nice pass to Caleb Geiger. To start out the drive last time out. So we'll see what Trent's able to do here. I think Concordia wants to try to get the pass game going so that way they can mix in some runs later on in this ball game. Kelly in motion. Trent is going to hand it off to Salloway. Salloway spins, and he's going to get wrapped up by a couple Bruins there for a loss of about 1. Looks like Tristan Carpenter there on the tackle for Northrop. Carpenter, a 5'9", 260-pound senior for the Bruins. Bruins carry quite a few seniors on this roster, as they have a couple juniors sprinkled in there, but mainly seniors. Senior-dominated roster. For Northrop. So it'll be a 2nd and 11 now for the Cadets at the 19-yard line. Geiger in motion. Trent takes the snap, looking for a man, has a man wide open. Oh, Caleb Geiger was wide open there, and he would have had a lot of room. That really fooled Northrop there. He had one guy to beat, I believe, and I think that was a safety, Kamari Underwood. But that would have been a huge pickup for Concordia, and instead it'll be a 3rd and 11 for the Cadets. Those are ones you have to have if you're Concordia. You can't have the silly mistakes end up costing you, and that's what's happened most of the time with this young Concordia offense. Trent takes the snap on a 3rd and 11. He's looking deep, but pressure's coming. He's got nowhere to go. Still gets out of pressure. Gets the ball out away to avoid a sack, but that's incomplete. Intended for Mike Henley there. Bring up a 4th down for Concordia, which probably be forced to punt, which is not really what you want to see because this Northrop offense is kind of cooking right now. Jeffrey Moore heads deep for Northrop just in case for the quick punt. They are going to do that as Trent signals his running backs out. And that was almost blocked by Northrop there. Ball's going to roll to the 49-yard line. And that's where Northrop will start their next possession with. So far, 2 drives for Northrop and two scores. 3 drives for Concordia and nothing to show for it. 3 and out this time on this drive after it looked like they had an opportunity there. Caleb Geiger wide open, but drops an easy pass. Would have had a big pickup for Concordia. But Concordia, or the Northrop offense, comes back out on the field for another fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line with 3:34 left here. And Concordia is not happy, or the refs aren't happy with somebody. It looks like the ref's going to send Quay Guilford to the sideline. They've done this a couple times tonight. I think it's something about their knee, the pants not being above the knees, I believe, might be what they're talking about. Because you see Guilford pulling them down a little bit. So Bruins come out to the field. This time, 3 receivers and a tight end. Play action play by Callison. Faces some pressure from Concordia, but Callison's going to run himself and pick up about 6 there. As the Concordia defense tried to contain him, unable to get the sack there. Luke Hayworth was on the pressure there. I believe he was ended up getting wrapped up by Ian Lady. Lady, the 5'7", 170-pound junior, stepping in for Grant Allman tonight, who is out with an injury. So 2nd and 3 now. Callison is going to hand it off to Kobe Reese, it looked like. And Kobe Reese is going to pick up the 1st down for the Bruins. Actually, nope, that was number 25 on the carry. That would be Robert Rembert, the 4th, with the carry for the Bruins to give the 1st down to them. Callison handed it off, or kept it himself. Handed it off to Rembert again. Rembert picks up a couple. Only 4 there, though. So bring up a 2nd and 6 for Northrop. Callison now 4 receivers out, drops back, looking for his target, Quay Guilford, and Quay Guilford makes the catch. Touchdown, Northrop. Quay Guilford, jump ball. That's exactly what you want if you're Northrop. One-on-one coverage. Callison just throws it up. Trust your receiver, and Quay Guilford with the touchdown, 2nd touchdown on the night. And Northrop is chilling with a 19-0 lead pending the extra point. Soon missed his last extra point, but man, oh man, Northrop looking sharp here with 1:54 left here in the 1st. Looks like score update. Lures up 14-7 on Northside. Carroll up 14-7 on Snyder. Snap was a little wobbly last time. This time it looks good, and soon sends it up and through the uprights to give Concordia a 20-0 lead with 1:54 left here in the 1st quarter. We'll take a break and be back with more action here on SummitCitySports.com.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it. I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them. We ain't never making up. Back for everything I ever lost. I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth. We in the kitchen. Let her cook. Big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bow. Oh God. Let her cook. All this sauce.
Back here on SummitCitySports.com, Northrop 20-0 lead over Concordia with 1:54 left. Quay Guilford, touchdown from David Callison to give Northrop the lead, up 3 scores. As Soon's kick is going to be taken out by Kelly to the 20-yard line. Actually, that was number 6 there for the Cadets. Bryson Kelly returned it out for Concordia, and the Cadets will start at the 21-yard line and look to try to get some offense going. The offense has been struggling so far. A lot of easy plays have not gone their way for Concordia, but Northrop, on the other hand, they've been cooking offensively. I'll show you that the Quay Guilford touchdown on the Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay in just a moment. It was a 35-yard touchdown pass by Callison. As now Trent takes the field with Concordia, sends Geiger in motion as the Cadets take the snap, hand it off to Abe Salloway. Man, wrapped up immediately there. Number 49 in on the tackle. Actually, I think that's 59. Ahmad Nide with the tackle there. Let's take a look at that Quay Guilford touchdown on the Anderson Heating Air Conditioning replay. Callison sees one-on-one coverage, trusts his receiver to make the play, and he does indeed. That's why he's going to Ohio State, folks. Probably not that reason, but it's Quay Guilford's one of the better athletes here in the area in a while. He'll be joining New Haven grad from a couple years ago, Mylan Graham at Ohio State. Trent looking deep, has a man, and incomplete. Looking for Mike Henley there. Good coverage there. I believe that was number 3 on the coverage. That's D. Hogue with the good coverage there. Brings up 3rd and 11 now with 57 seconds left here in the first. One to the near, 2 to the far. Running back in the backfield for Concordia here. Trent takes a snap, low snap. He rolls right. Chased by man, throws it up, and that's going to be incomplete. Trent faced heavy pressure there from Cornelius Jackson, and Trent just had to throw that up and hope for a miracle, but throws it out of bounds. And that'll bring up a 4th and 11, and now only a minute goes off the clock there, and that'll be another 3 and out likely for Concordia, as I believe the Cadets are going to be forced to punt yet again. After it looked like a promising start to the game after getting the onside kick, Concordia has struggled offensively. Let's just say that. Low snap, and that's blocked! Number 1 on the block for Northrop, and he's going to take it in himself, and he reaches for the end zone. That's the touchdown. Elijah Collins blocks the punt and gets the touchdown. Elijah Collins, heck of a block. Blocks Noah Trent's punt and ends up picking it up after it was on the ground for a while for the scoop and score. Getting a little stretchy there after reaching for the pylon. 26-0, Northrop leads, and we're not even done with the first quarter. Soon back on to attempt the extra point. We'll take a look at that replay courtesy of Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Once we get a moment. But man, Northrop putting it on Concordia here early. Snap a little wobbly there. Soon puts it up, and it is through to make it a 27-0 Northrop lead with 41 seconds left. Let's take a look at that replay. That block by Elijah Collins here on the Anderson Heating Air Conditioning replay. Collins, huge jump, gets the block. Ball's on the ground for a long time, and then Collins just scoops it up and takes it to the house, stretches for the pylon, and gets it. Oh, my goodness. Northrop putting it on Concordia here, 27-0. We'll take a break and be back here on SummitCitySports.com.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Back here on SummitCitySports.com from Zollner Stadium, Northrop leads Concordia 27-0. Northrop has put it on Concordia here, and we're not even done with the first quarter. It's with 41 seconds left. Bruins have dominated offensively and defensively, forced Concordia's offense to 3 straight 3-and-outs. And the offense has scored every possession, but this time a blocked punt by Elijah Collins gives Concordia another touchdown. We'll show you that again because that was a pretty nice play from the Bruins D. As Kelly returns it for the Cadets, and he's got lots of room here. He's got 2 men to beat, but he's going to be brought down by the 48-yard line, and maybe that's the spark Concordia needed. Bryson Kelly, nice return there from the Cadets wide receiver. We'll take a look at that replay on the courtesy of Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning before Concordia gets the snap, takes the snap. Trent was punting it on 4th down, but that was blocked by Elijah Collins, and the ball was on the ground for a while. Collins ends up picking it up after, I don't know what Concordia was doing there, and takes it in himself for the 6 points. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Cadets at the 49-yard line. Cadets need an answer here before things get really out of hand. And a little miscommunication there for Concordia. That will be a false start on about half the offensive line. So back up the Cadets before they even take a snap. Bring up a 1st and 15 now for Concordia. Trent takes the snap, hands it off to Salway. Salway has a little bit of room, and he's going to get to the original line of scrimmage. Just short of the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 11 here for Concordia, as they will likely take this to the end of the first quarter. We'll see if they get another snap off here. And nope, it looks like Cadets are content taking it to the second quarter, as the Bruins lead Concordia 27-0. Northrop putting on a clinic here at Zollner Stadium. We'll take a break and be back for more action here on SummitCitySports.com.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Welcome back to SummitCitySports.com live from Zollner Stadium. Here, a North on play-by-play action. Aaron Farley on camera tonight. Glad to have you join this after a hot September week. Feels like more summertime than fall time here. Might want to enjoy, hopefully you enjoyed some pineapple over the weekend, or maybe a limoncello over the week. But we're back live from here, Zollner Stadium, as Concordia takes the snap, and Trent throws an interception immediately. That's number 5 with the interception. Donleray Reese with the interception there. Concordia, that's not what you really want to see if you're Concordia. First play of the second quarter goes up in flames. And Concordia is just looking really sluggish. They're just struggling to get anything going offensively tonight. And their defense is not helping either. So that's turnover. That's the first turnover on the night for Concordia. Donleray Reese with the interception. Callison's just going to drop back, and he has a man wide open. That's number 12 with the catch for Northrop. That would be Jackson Robinson with the big pickup down the seam. Bring up with the first down. Be a 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line now. Callison drops back and dishes it off to Robert Rembert there. He picks up a good couple yards there, and it's going to be a new set of downs for Northrop as they're moving these chains pretty quickly there. Robert Rembert, the running back there, picks up the first down for Northrop, and they are just outside the end zone once again. Northrop working pretty quick here as Callison takes the snap, drops back, has Coy Guilford there, and Guilford toe taps in for the touchdown, and Northrop goes up 33-0. And they only took 30 seconds off the clock. Coy Guilford's in here for his 3rd touchdown of the night, though, and he's looking like an orange ginger tabby cat right now as the Bruins go up 33-0. 11:21 left on the clock here, as it's all Northrop here. At this point, we might be seeing 60, 70 points from Northrop tonight. Snap good, kick is up, and soon puts it up and through, makes it 34-0. Northrop leads, 1 point away from running clock in the second half. So 34-0. Cadets will get the ball back with 11:21 left here in the second quarter. Yeah, not much to say. Concordia is really struggling offensively and defensively. Northrop's offense David Callison's picking apart the Concordia defense, and then Noah Trent has struggled to get anything going. And the plays that have gone well, it's been a couple of miscommunication plays there, a couple drops that have really cost Concordia here. Again, Coach Manigault said that the score is not always indicative of how the type of football that Concordia has been playing, but it's not been great football here early on for Concordia. As Northrop, maybe we'll probably see the starters out probably after the probably at the end of half. Not wanting to risk any injury, as Northrop has a big test next week against DeWanger. Then they have They have a couple big tests: DeWanger, Snyder, Carroll, and then Wayne to wrap up. So 3 in a row of big league, or SAC big league A division, I should say, opponents. That'll really test to see where Northrop's at against some of the better teams in the SAC. As Concordia, as Kelly's tackled around the 28-yard line. Bring up Noose. So another fresh set of downs for Concordia. Yeah, that's one. They have 0 total yards so far. Negative 17 rushing yards, 17 passing yards for Concordia. Northrop has 204 total yards of offense. And Bruins have only had the ball for 3 minutes and 14 seconds versus 9 minutes for Concordia. Let that sink in for a little bit. But Noah Trent back on offense here. Little jet touch pass to Mike Henley. Mike Henley trying to bounce outside, find some room, nowhere to go. And he'll probably lose one there. That'll be a loss of about 1 for the Cadets. So 2nd and 11 for Concordia. Concordia's really been behind the sticks all night. Have struggled to get anything within 5 yards to the line of gain. Trent takes a snap. He's going to roll right, taking himself. Try to use his legs, and he maybe picked up a couple there. Gets it to about the 30-yard line to bring up a 3rd and 8 now for Concordia. See what the Concordia offense is able to try to do here. Last time these teams met, Concordia won 24-17 in overtime. Due to the A and B division, these teams haven't played each other since 2022, because 2023 is when they introduced the 2 separate divisions, the 8-game conference in SAC, to give some teams some opportunities to play some bigger and better schools first 2 weeks. Incompletion there. Trent tried finding Geiger there. It was through the hands of Geiger, and I believe this will force Concordia to punt. It looks like Trent's limping a little bit. And that only took about 3 minutes off the clock, so Northrop's offense will be back out. And they'll probably try to dissect the Concordia defense again. Concordia this punt is going to be blown up. Northrop knew it was going to happen. Rush 7, and no blockers were there, so that'll be a turnover on downs for Northrop. I believe who was on the pressure there, it was number 1 for the Bruins. Elijah Collins, who blocked that last punt, and Don LeRae Reese also there. Yeah. It's been a good showing for Northrop. John Harrell had this game to be a lot closer than anticipated, but we'll see what Northrop's offense is still capable of here, as David Callison's been slicing and dicing tonight. Callison has a target there. Nice catch by number 12. That's Jackson Robinson, the 5'9", 145-pound junior. With the catch, actually no, that would be Anthony Barnes, the 6'6", 200-pound junior, tight end there for the Bruins. He's a big target to have if you're Northrop. As once again, Northrop in the red zone, handed off to, I believe that's Kobe Reese, who had first rushing touchdown of the night. He'll pick up about 5 on the carry there. Yeah, that was Kobe Reese on the carry. Callison takes a snap, hands it off to Reese. Reese trying to make a couple of defenders miss. Oh my gosh. That's a touchdown. That was Carson West actually with the touchdown. Another nothing into something. Second time that's happened tonight. Carson West. Oh man. With the touchdown. Yeah, Concordia struggling defensively. That's the second time Concordia has had someone wrapped up in their own backfield, but Northrop Bruin was able to run it in. As soon back on to attempt the extra point. It's been pretty good after his miss. And again, that only took a minute off the clock. So, I mean, Northrop is tearing apart Concordia's defense. Low snap, kick is up soon. Gets the kick to go, makes it 41-0. Let's take a look at that Carson West carry on the Anderson Hegan air conditioning replay here real quick. Hands it off to West. West looks like he has nowhere to go. Missed tackle there. And West just kicks it to the outside for the touchdown. I mean, I don't know what else you say there. Jack Crocker had him wrapped up, but nowhere to go. But just couldn't finish the tackle, and Carson West takes it to the end zone. That was Concordia's defense really looking loopy here tonight. Not sure if the heat's gotten to them or what, but it's been a struggle defensively and offensively tonight for Concordia. We'll take a break and be back here on SummitCitySports.com.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every...
Back here on SummitCitySports.com, soon to kick it deep for the Bruins, and it'll kick it off to Kelly. Actually, that's Geiger on the return. Geiger has some space. He's going to get brought down by a couple Bruins there. Actually, scratch that. Bryson Kelly on the return for the Cadets. So Concordia's offense comes back out after a turnover on downs. Their last time out. It's been 3 and out, 3 and out. Yeah, 3 and out, 3 and out. Block punt, return for a touchdown. 3 and out, turnover on downs for Concordia's offense. Noah Trent back out there with 8:11 left here in the second quarter. 41-0 Bruins lead. Trent, shotgun formation, 2 to the receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Handoff to Salway. Salway gets stuffed. Yeah, nothing's worked really at all for Concordia. Running game struggled. Passing game has been a little bit rocky. I mean, when Trent's had time and has found receivers, it's been good, but that's been about it. And the times that he has found his receivers haven't been helping him. Geiger has a couple drop passes that were great throws by Trent. Just Geiger couldn't make the catch. So clock is running now, which is probably a good thing. I didn't think it started until the second half, but we do love that. we do love some good running clock as Coach Manigal is going to take a timeout for Concordia. We will too, and we'll be back here on SummitCitySports.com.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it. I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them. We ain't never making up. Back for everything I ever lost. I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth. We in the kitchen. Let her cook. Big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bow. Oh God. Let her cook. All this talk.
Back here on SummitCitySports.com, 2nd and 9 up here, coming here for the Cadets after the timeout. Running clock is running right now, by the way, in case you're just joining us. Concordia, a little screen pass blown up. Oh, my goodness. Huge tackle there. That's number 27 on the tackle. Yeah, that was number 27 on the tackle. For Northrop, that'd be Anthony Harris. Big tackle. Bring up a 3rd and about 8 now. For the Cadets, some score updates. Carroll up 27-7 on Snyder. Dwenger 9-3 on Homestead. 14-7 Lures up on Northside. And then Southside up 7-0 on Wayne. 3rd and 8 now for the Cadets. Trent drops back, looks for a man, throws it up deep, and that's going to be intercepted by the Bruins. Number 10, Jeffrey Moore, picks it off, and the Bruins are going to have another possession here. With 6:30 left here in the second quarter, Trent just threw that up, hoping for something, and it was too little too late. Two Bruins were deep, and nothing you can do there. It was already desperation time for Concordia, and so I think that was just a desperation throw to try to get some sort of momentum for Concordia, and it has not really worked. It's actually the second quarter. That's my bad. I haven't changed it. Forgot to change it over here. 6:30 left here in the second, and it looks like Callison is out of the ballgame. Actually, no, Callison's still in the ballgame. He's going to throw it deep to Jackson Robinson and just misses him there. Incomplete pass intended for Robinson. Just couldn't get Robinson turned around the right way. Actually, clock is stopped, so it doesn't start till the third quarter. I think Northrop's just going to try to see how many points they can put up here. Flag on the play. Callison getting some pressured, and he's going to run it himself, and he'll take it for the first down. Don't know if this is going to be coming back, though. Looked like there was no flag on the play, actually. So no flag. Be no new set of downs for the Bruins. Wait, Guilford, far side. Here, you might want to watch that. See if something develops there. Or you got Jackson Robinson down here in the corner. And looks like maybe a timeout from Northrop, or officials are discussing something. It looks like Coach Bowen not too happy about whatever the officials are telling him. Something with the sideline, maybe? Or the chains. Look like this. What was the spot? Looks like they're gonna say it's 2nd and short for Northrop. That's what they were. That's what Coach Bowen was upset about. Looks like Callison didn't quite get to the first down, but it'll be 2nd and 2 for the Bruins offense. Callison shotgun formation, running back in the backfield. He'll drop back. And he's going to get wrapped up. Big sack there by the Concordia defense. Couldn't tell who got on there, the pressure there. Number 33 in on the pressure, and that's Luke Hayworth with the sack. So Luke Hayworth, big sack there, the senior, or the sophomore. Again, a very young Concordia squad. Could be good down the road if they can figure things out. So it'll be third and 10. I believe this is the first third down that Concordia has had. Handed off to Carson West. Carson West made another man, shoved off another defender. And he'll get to about the 30-yard line. So it'll bring up a 4th and 4 for Northrop. So this will be the first time the Bruins will be faced with a decision here. Looks like they're going to keep the offense out on the field. Knowing what their defense has been doing to Concordia tonight. Callison has a man, gets it, and big catch there by number 8. That's Maddox Wheel with the pickup and bring up a new set of downs for Northrop after converting on that 4th down. Nice tackle there by the Cadets there. But it's been very few bright spots tonight for Concordia. Concordia will start the second half with the ball. But Callison in a shotgun formation. He'll drop back, has a man, and that was incomplete. Pass was low. He's looking for Jackson Robinson there. He's 2nd and 10 now for Northrop. Thanks you all for tuning in here tonight on a middle of September Friday evening. Feels more like August though with the way the temperatures have been, so we'll see with Friday night football will return to the fall. Incomplete pass here.
Pass intended for number 8, Maddox Will. Incomplete, 3rd and 10.
So 3rd and 10 now for Northrop for another incompletion by Callison. Callison drops back, Fort Verts, and that's going to be another sack by the Cadets defense, I believe.
4th down for the Bruins.
It'll be, that was number 64 on the, or 54. It might have been Gage Thompson on the sack. No, that is 64 on the sack for Concordia. That would be Callan Avery, linebacker. So 4th and long now, or 4th and 10. Actually, it's going to be an incompletion. Looked like Callison got the ball out of his hand before the sack. So 4th and 10. Callison dishes it off to West. West is going to get wrapped up, and that'll be a turnover on down. So Concordia will get the ball back with 4:46 left. Actually, that was Kobe Reeson on the carry there, or the pick up on the catch, but didn't get to the line again. So that'll result in the first defensive stop for Concordia. That's a bright spot. and bring up a new first and 10 from the 39-yard line for Concordia. .446 left here. As Northrop leads 41-0. In case you're just joining us, Concordia tried starting off the game with an onside kick, converted it, but ever since then, up to this point, it's been all Northrop. Northrop scoring on their first 4 or 5 possessions. That was the first time Bruins unable to convert as Trent rolls to the right side, gets tipped, and that's another interception. D. Hogue with the interception and the hurdle. And Northrop's defense is pounding Concordia. Trent, this is 3rd interception in 4 drives. It's been a big struggle offensively for Concordia. But a big defensive stop last time out from the Concordia defense. So maybe there's something there. Maybe a little bright spot for the Cadets. Anyways, 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. Callison drops back, has a man. That is Wheel. Wheel runs outside, makes a man miss. Still going, makes another man miss, and is going to be brought down at around the 8-yard line. Lots of missed tackles for the Cadets tonight. Maddox Well with the pickup and the first down. Bring up a 1st and goal now for Northrop. Callison snap and had his man Guilford there, but was unable to convert. Bring up a 2nd and goal now for the Bruins. Callison bobbles the snap and gets around the defender, and he is going to throw. Oh, why did he throw that? That is going to be an illegal forward pass, if I've ever seen one. Interesting decision there. That'll back up Northrop. It looked like Callison was trying to throw that at the 2-yard line or something, instead of just rushing it in. That'll be a loss of down, so bring up a 3rd and long for Northrop. Third and 10 or 3rd and goal from the 10-yard line now. Callison takes a snap, and they'll hand it off to that's Kobe Reese. Kobe Reese again, another missed tackle, touchdown. Oh, they're gonna say he stepped out at the 1-yard line, but Kobe Reese makes them hand miss. Concordia has had so many missed tackles tonight. It's kind of, I'm not going to say anything there. But 4th and 1 now for Northrop after another nothing into something play for the Bruins. Callison hands it off, and a big stop by the Concordia defense. That was number 55 on the tackle for Concordia. That was Ian Leedy with this big stop, and that's another turnover on downs for Northrop. So new set of downs for the Concordia offense with 3:26 left. As Concordia will have it 1st and 10 from the 3-yard line. Northrop put 41 on New Haven earlier in the season, but we might need to go back in the archive. It's probably been a while since they've put this many points up. But yeah, 41 points week 1 against New Haven and a 41-0 win. Again, this is a Northrop team that has struggled in years past. They put 43 up on Northside in 2018 as Biden Paulin gets back to the line of scrimmage, so it'll be 2nd and 10, or 2nd and 1 maybe for the Cadets. They put 53 up on Northside in 2017. That's been the 55 up on Southside in 2015. That's been the most points. That's been the last time Northrop's put more than 50, or more than 50 on a team. Trent's going to take it himself. He's got lots of room, and he's going to get the first down for Concordia. Be 1st and 10 now for Concordia. A couple score updates. 34-7 Carroll over Snyder. East Noble 28-7. Handoff. Break, missed, good tap, or break of a tackle there. I think that's Kelly on the carry. Bryson Kelly with the carry. Made the man miss, and that'll be a new set of downs for Concordia. So bring up new set of downs as Concordia's offense is finally getting going. 2:12 left here in the first half of action. Northrop all over Concordia, 41-0. Trent takes the snap. Thought about doing a speed option there, but gets wrapped up by a couple Bruins. 45 and 99 in on the tackle. Emma Doty and Carpenter with the tackle for loss there. Actually, no, it was just a tackle. It would be a 1-yard gain from Trent. Bring up 2nd and 9 now for the Cadets. Geiger in motion. Trent takes a snap, hits Geiger, but a huge tackle there. Number 10 in on the stop, Jeffrey Moore, a freshman for the Northrop defense. Bring up a 3rd down now, and we're going to have a injury timeout after Geiger got hit hard there. And looks like the trainers are going to have to come out. We'll step aside and take a break and be back here on SummitCitySports.com.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Looks like Geiger able to walk off under his own power there, just needing a second. Bring up a 3rd and 6 now for the Cadets offense. Looking to continue this promising drive after 2 straight first down completions here. Noah Trent comes out in shotgun formation. Abe Salloway in the backfield behind him. 2 to the near, 1 to the far. Trent takes a snap, pressured immediately, throws it up, and incomplete. Tried finding Biden Paul in there. Unable to do so. Bring up a 4th down, and just, if you're Concordia, you might want to go for it here. Try to get something to go your way. Fourth and 4 now for Concordia. Looks like east side up 15-0 on Garrett. And ECC. Busco 39-0 on Prairie Heights. Trent drops a snap. He's going to throw it deep. And another, that's his 4th interception. Jeffrey Moore with the interception there. He's going to run it back. He's still going. And another interception for Noah Trent as Northrop comes out on the field. And I believe there's going to be a flag on the play. It looked like a late hit from Northrop, I believe. So a promising drive ends up getting spoiled here. Looks like illegal block in the back, or illegal block, or hands to the face maybe by Northrop. So that backed up Northrop a bit with 28 seconds left here in the second quarter before we go to half. As it's been all Northrop so far tonight. So we'll see if the Northrop offense wants to take one last shot here or if they're just content sending this to the second half. But we will have running clock to begin the second half since Northrop's up more than 35. Callison, 3 to the near, 1 to the far. Running back in the backfield for the Bruins. Callison drops back. He has his man. I think that's Guilford. Guilford take it himself, and he's still loose. He's going to break a few tackles. And Quay Guilford, 4th touchdown of the ball game. Gotta love that. Northrop goes up 47-48-0. Officials are talking about something, though. Looks like that's going to be called back, though, unfortunately. Oh, and there is the official not happy with Coach Bowen there. We'll see what this is. I don't know if the officials were ready when the snap was taken. If that's what they're calling. but after the play, there was a sportsmanlike conduct penalty on the sideline. That'll back Northrop up. I'm not sure why the play was blown dead, though. Because it looked like, yeah, no flag or signal or anything. They're going to say it's a holding call. And then after the play with us over, an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on the sideline. But yeah, no flag thrown. The official did not throw a flag, or at least I didn't see one. So back up Northrop quite a bit. So it'll be first and a long way for Northrop here. Thanks for all tuning in tonight. Aiden North here on call. Aaron Farley up top doing camera. So we got a first and long for Northrop. Callison takes a snap. They're going to go looking deep. Callison throws it up, has his man, and overshoots Well there. Well had his man beat. Or Wheel had his man beat. It'll be incomplete. Bring up a 2nd and 10. I think Northrop just trying to take shots here. I mean, it's probably unnecessary, but, I mean, if you want to stat pad, go ahead. The last 2 possessions have been turnover on downs, though, so Concordia's defense has been holding up fairly well the last couple drives. Quick pass to Coy Guilford. We'll see how many guys Guilford can miss. Mixes a couple, but he's finally brought down by Eli Trent. And that will end this first half of action. Northrop leads Concordia 41-0 at half. We'll take a break and be back with maybe some stats here on SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, I mean, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, I mean, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cub Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never making up. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook. Big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bow. Oh God. Let her cook. All this sauce I'm trying.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Back here on SummitCitySports.com, halftime here at Zollner Stadium, 41-0. Northrop leads Concordia after it's been all Northrop in this first half. Let's take a look at some of your stats here from the first half. Offensively, Northrop has 206 yards passing, 103 rushing yards to get them to a total of 309 yards on 31 plays. Concordia, meanwhile, 15 yards rushing, 20 yards passing, 35 total yards. 4 interceptions for Noah Trent tonight. Not looking great. Northrop, passing-wise, David Callison, 13 from 20, 260 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, all of them to Quay Guilford. Noah Trenton's 4 for 16, 20 yards passing, 4 interceptions as well. Receiving-wise, Quay Guilford leads the way, 4 receptions, 68 yards. 3 touchdowns. Or 2 touchdowns, I believe. Yeah, Guilford has 2 touchdowns. I think that's off, but anyways. A couple touchdowns there. Wheel, 2 receptions, 47 yards. Rushing-wise for Northrop, Callison, 41 yards on 4 attempts rushing. Carson West with a touchdown, a 32-yard rushing, or 2 yards rush, or 2 attempts rushing, 16 yards, a touchdown for West, and then Kobe Reese 15 has a touchdown as well. Rushing wise, leading the way is number 6 Bryson Kelly, 2 rushing attempts for 13 yards rushing. We'll take another break, and by that point, it'll be ready to start the second half, which will have running clock here on SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cub Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never making up. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook, Big Low come through frying. Hey, let her cook, okay. Too much cake out bow, oh God. Let her cook, all this sauce I'm trying.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Welcome back to SummitCitySports.com. 41-0 Northrop leads Concordia. I want to give credit where credit's due. On this touchdown here, it was Levi Porte who had the touchdown. I called Carson West there. I will take full responsibility there. Anyways, Levi Porte with the touchdown. That was to put Northrop up 41-0 after juking a couple defenders there. So Porte's got a touchdown along with Kobe Reese, and then a couple of scores. Quay Guilford with 2 touchdowns as well, and then the punt return, the punt that was blocked by Elijah Collins for the score. What brings us to the score of 41-0. Concordia's defense has been pretty good the last couple drives, forcing Northrop to force Concordia, or force Northrop's defense to some 4-and-outs, or to some turnover on downs. So looks like we'll have running clock here for the rest of this half. So we'll see what happens. We'll take another quick break, and by that point, we'll be ready to start the third quarter here on SummitCitySports.com.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
All right, back here on SummitCitySports.com. 41-0. Northrop leads Concordia. As we got 1 minute till we start. Second half of play. Running clock for the rest of this ball game. I'm glad to have you joining us on this Friday night. A North on call here. Aaron Farley doing some camera work for us. Doing great up there. Northrop all over Concordia, 41-0. Great to have you join us. We'll try to get some score updates throughout the rest of the evening, just to keep you up to date on where everyone's at, especially in the SAC. I believe I saw last time I checked, Dwenger and Homestead was a pretty close game. It was 15-3 actually, Dwenger over Homestead. 14-0 Southside over Wayne. Last time we checked. Riley Biddle looks like at half for East Noble. 7 of 12, 194 yards, 2 touchdowns. And then the freshman Phillips, 8 carries, 122 yards, 2 touchdowns. So it looks like East Noble all over Leo up in Kendallville. Oh, here we go. More scores. 34-7 Carroll over Snyder. Lures and Northside are tied at 14 apiece, and then the other 2 scores I gave you. That's SAC play for you. Meanwhile here, 41-0. Next week, Northrop will head to Dwenger. We'll host Dwenger in what probably is going to be a big game in the A division, while Concordia will host Lures next week. And that's a Lures team that's pretty good. Likely the favorite. Well, them and Northside might be the co-favorites in the B division. That'll be interesting to watch. Southside and Wayne are 2 teams they face later on in the year, and those are some matchups that might end up working in Concordia's favor if they can get some things figured out here tonight. Gotta love this beautiful weather that we're getting for the evening after kind of a hot week. Northrop likely going to be putting in some of their second stringers with the running clock going the rest of the way. Looks like we have a new punter or kicker in the ball game for Northrop. I believe that's Adrian Kajtavovic. Kachizovic. Okay, never mind then. Kachizovic. I'm going to go with that. Kicking it away for the Bruins. And it is a booming kick that will be picked up by Kelly. Kelly is going to bring it out to about the 27-yard line. So it'll be fresh set of downs for Concordia after they start the ball with the second half. They did a little onside kick to start the game. They put him in this position, actually. So clever planning there by Tim Manigault. Fortunately, they were unable to convert anything with that. So we'll see if Concordia's offense is able to get going here in the second half with running clock. Defense looked pretty good for Concordia near the end of the half, holding Northrop to 2 turnover on downs their last 3 possessions. Noah Trent taking a hit himself. It takes it to about the 36-yard line. So bring up 2nd and 3 now. And there's a first down there. I believe that's Abe Salloway with the carry for the first down. Trent takes snap, going deep, has a man wide open, and that is going to be a touchdown for the Cadets. Mike Henley, wide open, gets the touchdown for Concordia to put him on the board. You got to love that. Man, oh man, the pump fake really made the Bruins defense miss. Well, take a look at that on the Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay. There was nobody on Mike Henley. He was wide open. Like, the cornerback didn't even hold him, and the safety, there was a miscommunication there between the safety. Cadets are going to go for 2 here, it looks like. But Noah Trent finds Mike Henley for the touchdown. That's a 55-yard touchdown pass. Huge play there. Trent takes the snap. He's looking, has his man, and that's going to be incomplete. Conversion no good. Was looking for Geiger there, I believe. Actually, no, I was looking for Abe Salloway. Or nope, never mind. Scratch that. Bryson Kelly was the intended target, but that's no good. We'll take a look at that replay here on the Anderson Heating Air Conditioning replay. But man, Noah Trent finding Mike Henley here. Nobody was guarding Mike Henley. So really a lot of miscommunication from that Northrop defense there. Looks like the cornerback thought the safety was going to cover there. Didn't end up doing so. And so it left Mike Henley wide open, and Noah Trent did not miss the throw. So make it a 41-6. Northrop leads Concordia. So 41-6 Northrop leads after Noah Trent to Mike Henley touchdown pass. That was kind of, that's a big spark for Concordia. And a little squib kick that is going to be picked up by Northrop. That's Jeffrey Moore running it back, and he might take it to the house. And he is. Jeffrey Moore picks it up and takes it to the house with a touchdown. There is going to be a whistle, though. There is a flag on the play. Looks like it's maybe a block in the back. Block in the back. So Northrop will actually have it back on their own end. So ignore the excitement there. Yeah, there was a... Not sure what you're doing there. I was kind of mid there by the Northrop defender to have the block in the back. Negates an exhilarating play that Jeffrey Moore would have had. So, anyways, 41-6, Northrop leads. Northrop has possession. I believe we have a new quarterback in. I don't think that's Callison. No, actually, Callison's in the ballgame still. With looks like all the first stringers are still. Callison throws it up, finds Quay Guilford. Guilford makes a couple man miss, still going, and this is just a leisurely walk in the park for Quay Guilford. Ends up getting brought down. I believe that was Noah Trent on the tackle. Actually, no, number 1 on the tackle for Concordia. Paul Wenzel, tackle, brings down Guilford's leisurely stroll. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Callison rolls right, takes it himself, and he's going to be brought down by a couple cadets there. Callison finds his man. That's Wheel. And Wheel gets tripped up. Bring up a 3rd and about 5 now. So 3rd and about 10 with 5:18 left as the clock is running because of running clock because it's team up. And Quay Guilford, touchdown. 4th touchdown of the night for Quay Guilford. Oh, then there's a flag. Man, this Northrop offense does not want to. Northrop keeps killing themselves with these penalties on these touchdowns. It's like the 3rd one. Ineligible man downfield is going to be the call. Yeah, Northrop is killing themselves with these flags and touchdowns the last couple of plays. They had a hold on another earlier in the second quarter. They had a hold that was called, or a Quay Guilford touchdown that was a hold that was called back. Kickoff there, a block in the back that would have been a Jeffrey Moore touchdown. Now Quay Guilford. Now a block or a legal man downfield negates another Quay Guilford touchdown. So Quay Guilford looking for his 4th touchdown here. I would think they try to call his number again here. Callison gets pressure, takes it himself, and there's a flag on the play. Callison is going to get into the end zone for the touchdown. Another flag on the play, though. So it is going to be a hold. So Northrop struggling offensive or like penalty wise. Northrop side has a few boos over there. Yeah. The Northrop line trying to surreptitiously get away with some holds, but it's not working out too well. Refs are calling them out immediately, and Quay Guilford trying to have a chat with the official there. That'll be a 3rd and long now for Northrop. It'll be a timeout. Coach Bowen wants to talk things over. Yeah, if this is a team this is going to be a good team, you want to clean things up, and I think Coach Bowen's not too happy, so he's going to try to calm his offense down after 2 touchdowns been called back due to some penalties. We'll take a quick break and be back here on SummitCitySports.com.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio from colleges to high school.
Oh, we're back. Callison throws it up, tried finding Coy Guilford there, almost intercepted there by number 10 for the Cadets. That would have been Eli Dean, the sophomore. Bring up 4th down for Concordia. So, I mean, this could be 3 straight drives where Concordia has held Northrop to a turnover on down. So Callison has trips to the near side, man on the far side. Takes a snap, drops back, faces some pressure, throws it up, has Guilford there, and he can't hang on. Actually, no, that was a Wheel. Had a Wheel couldn't hold on. And the 3rd straight defensive stop for Concordia. Look at that. So Cadets will take the ball back with 1:49 left. And they're looking to convert after a nice touchdown pass last time by Noah Trent to Mike Henley. 1:22 left here in the 3rd quarter. Flags on the play. And offsides on Northrop. Yeah, some undisciplined play these last couple possessions for Northrop. I don't know if it's because you have your second. Oh, well, Northrop has a lot of their starters in, but it's been a lot of undisciplined football, offensively and defensively, for the Bruins. A lot of penalties offensively that have negated some big touchdowns. And then defensively, like that mishap last drive between the safety and the corner. Noah Trent finds a man, has Henley wide open. Henley making a move. Trent kind of got drilled there. Henley's going to pick up the 1st down, though. So nice pickup there. And that will end the 3rd quarter. We'll take a break and be back with the 4th quarter here on SummitCitySports.com.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
let her cook. Let me cook. Never gave it. I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them. We ain't never making up. Back for everything I ever lost. I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth. We in the kitchen. Let her cook. Big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bow. Oh God. Let her cook. All this sauce.
Back here on SummitCitySports.com, getting ready to start the fourth quarter of action here from Zollner Stadium. Great to have you join us. Aiden North here on play-by-play action. Aaron Farley on camera up top. Appreciate you spending your Friday night watching some Friday Night Lights. Got one more quarter of play to go. First and 10 for Concordia as they have it in Northrop territory. Trent, he's going to get blown up. Sacked. There, that's Terrius Carlisle. Oh, another flag. Oh, dear. Terrius Carlisle with the sack, but a flag after. Officials are going to, we'll see what the official call is, but it looked like an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty at the very end. But yeah, Northrop's played some very undisciplined football this last couple. And another flag. Yeah, Northrop playing really undisciplined football right now. I want to know I'm going to know the penalty yards at the half. Yikes. At the half, Northrop had 6 penalties for 44 yards. I'm assuming that is going to go up throughout the night as we get the final total, but Concordia has a new fresh set of downs after what would have been a big sack. It turns out to be not one anymore. Terrius Carlisle goes back, and we're going to have a timeout here. We'll take 1-2 here on SummitCitySports.com. 10:38 left here in the fourth.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Back here on SummitCitySports.com, 41-6, Northrop leads Concordia. 10:38 left. Officials talking with Coach Bowen here. I don't know if Coach Bowen's upset about something or if it's just frustration boiling over. It is 41-6 also, just to let you know. In case you're wondering, haven't missed, in case you're just joining us, Northrop jumped out, dominating fashion. Got it to, held Concordia to some very good possessions defensively. Concordia maybe had 2 possessions where they didn't 3-and-out or have a turnover. But Quay Guilford, 3 touchdowns. Should have had a couple more, but a couple penalties kept him from having his 4th. A couple big missed tackles for Concordia's defense allowed Kobe Reese and Levi Aporte to score on some touchdowns. Running the ball, Concordia's defense been phenomenal. 4 interceptions on Noah Trent. But Concordia did put up 6 points here to begin the second half. Yeah. Noah Trent found Mike Henley for a 55-yard touchdown pass who was wide open. And we have an injured cadet down, so we'll step away and be back here on SummitCitySports.com.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never making up. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook, Big Low come through frying. Hey, let her cook, okay. Too much cake out.
Back here on SummitCitySports.com, player was under his own power off the sideline. Will be a new set of downs for the Cadets. 1st and 10 from about the 22-yard line. Trent steps up, is free, has one man to beat, and he's going to get pushed out at around the 12-yard line. So it'll be a 1st down for Concordia as the Cadets look to keep marching on. Oh, but there is a flag on the play. Looks like a hold. Be 1st and 20 now for Concordia after a hold appears. Trent has a man, and he overthrew Henley there. Bring up 2nd and 10. Score updates from the SAC. Carroll up 47-14. Dwenger still 15-3 over Homestead. Lures has a 21-14 lead over Northside, and then Southside all over Wayne 27-0. Handoff. Paulin with the carry. Gets about 7 there. Bring up 3rd down. Sends a man in motion. Trent snaps, rolls out, throws it up, and misses his target. Goes incomplete. Was looking for number 10 on the play. That was Eli Dean. And it'll be 4th down, so Cadets will probably go for it here. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Northrop is able to play as they go into the next 3 weeks between Dwenger, Snyder, and Carroll. Although Carroll all over Snyder right now, 47-14. So Dwenger and Carroll are going to be big games. Both of those are home. Snyder game might probably also be big. All 3 of those will be at Spolner Stadium. And there's a big sack there for Northrop. Let's see. I think that was I think I saw Elijah Collins on the sack there, as well as number 25, I believe, was also there. Robert Rembert was also there, it looked like. But yeah, wind has picked up quite a bit. It's kind of a nice breeze coming through the press box here. I'm going to try to shut the window because all my papers are blowing everywhere. But anywho, 5:39 left here in the 4th quarter. Northrop's offense going to come back out, and I believe we will have the second stringers out for the first time tonight. Right now, quarterback 14, Jalen Jackson, a freshman, stepping in at quarterback right now, and we're going to have a timeout. Northrop still needs to talk some things over, so he'll take their second timeout. We'll take a break. Actually, no, we have some stats, actually. Concordia ends up with 160. Actually, never mind. We'll get stats at the end of the game if you want them. If not, you know who we're probably calling our Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game. Anyways, let's just say it's a lot to a little for Northrop. Although Northrop, last couple of possessions have been really undisciplined and really sloppy. But hey, gotta applaud Concordia for the effort they've put in. Trying to get better here, as Coach Manigault said. It's not about right now. It's not about the results. It's about how the team is playing. And they got 2 reasonable games coming up against Southside and Wayne in the next couple weeks. They play Lures next week, and then they end the year at Homestead. So some reasonable games upcoming for Concordia to try to improve on. Jalen Jackson throws it deep, and it's going to be incomplete. It was looking for his man. He was looking for number 19, Anthony Barnes. Good coverage there by Concordia defense. I believe that was Abe Salloway on coverage. Bring up 2nd and 10 now for Concordia defense, or Concordia offense, I should say. Now, this is not the Jalen Jackson who's at Butler right now, who played basketball. A little screen pass there. Jackson found number 25. That's Robert Rembert, the 4th. Bring up 3rd down. This is different Jalen Jackson. Jalen Jackson, the basketball player, graduated from Northrop about 4 years ago now. 4 or 5 years ago. He's in his last college year of college eligibility at Butler. Spent 1 year at UIC, 2 years at PFW. Yeah, 4 years ago, graduated from Northrop. Jackson has a man almost intercepted by the Concordia defense there. I think that was... Numbers are hard to see with these Concordia jerseys. I think that was number 10, Eli Dean, on the pass breakup for the Cadets. Bring up 4th down now. Jackson takes it himself, and he'll get the first down and a little bit more. Jackson is a 6'3", 180-pound quarterback. That's a pretty good size for a quarterback. He's not quite 6'7", but 6'3" is a good size for a quarterback. So future looks bright. He'll probably be in line to take over after David Callison leaves next year. So, I mean, future looks bright. I mean, they'll lose a lot of their guys, but, I mean, credit to coach. Oh, and there's a touchdown there. Oh, he's going to be pushed out, actually, at the 1, it looks like. Credit Coach Bowen for building a program that was really had struggled the last couple years, and to now be where it's at right now, in a position where the Bruins are going to go up to 4-1, matches his win total from the previous couple of seasons he's been at Northrop. Because he's been at Northrop since the 2022 season. That would have been Guilford and Callison's freshman year. So to be where he's at now, and there's going to be a touchdown. I believe that was number 28. Yeah, Skylar Shanks-Hauer runs it in for the touchdown for the Bruins to get it up to 47-6. Northrop leads. But yeah, credit to Coach Bowen here. Doing a great job with this program. The team, he inherited a team that had not been above 500 since... We're still scrolling on John Harrell, by the way. Since 2006. This is going to be their best start, or first time, or their best start since 2003. At 4-1. But I mean, going from an offense that struggled to put more than 20 points a game, like last year they were 2-8, and I mean they've done a great job. I mean last year but yeah, Coach Bowen's done a great job building his program back up, and a lot of these seniors have probably bought into the culture, even though many people would have seen Northrop as a team that was struggling and wouldn't necessarily be a place you'd want to play at. And he even got D. Hogue, a transfer from Lures, once the new eligibility rule came about from the IHSAA. So I mean, a lot of guys stayed, and in the Fort Wayne school district, where a lot of those kids go to Snyder for the most part, the buy-in was good. Field goal was blocked by Concordia. Kick was blown dead. Clock runs out, and that's the ball game, boys and girls. Northrop defeats Concordia 47-6 to go to 4-1, their best start since 2003. Concordia, meanwhile, falls to 0-5 and continues a 13-game losing streak that dates back to the beginning of last year. Yeah, our Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game, we'll give it to Quay Guilford. 3 touchdowns for the Bruins as the Bruins roll past Concordia 47-6. With their best start since 2003. And that'll do it from Zollner Stadium. For Aiden North, Aaron Farley, thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys have a great rest of your night, and love someone well this week. I'm done.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our camera. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.